So today for my informative speech, I'm going to talk about stem cell research. The title of my essay is actually How to Save a Life. In a world where anything is possible, why is it that we can't cure diseases such as cancer, diabetes, and other things that claim millions of lives each year? Today's society is built around new technology. For instance, I could pretty much take a picture of this right here and make a 3D print of it. There's never been anything like that before now. There are even instances when we can make 3D hearts out of tissues. So, a stem cell is actually a single cell that is removed from a bone, embryo, or cord blood. This cell can be replicated into itself. It can make more stem cells, or it can become nerve cells, muscle cells, and brain cells. That's something that could actually change the world as we know it, but it's not funded quite well. So for my first most common stem cell, we're going to talk about bones. A bone stem cell could, like, if I took my arm right now and a major bone in it, they would drill a hole in it and they would pull out adult stem cells. These stem cells would then be taken and cultured in a disc where they will be turned into other things that doctors need to save lives, or at least try to. Another one is an embryonic stem cell. An embryo must be 5 days old before a stem cell can be removed from it. But this also terminates the life of the embryo as we know it. Most pro-life people are against the idea of killing an embryo, but when a woman gets an abortion, its baby and the muscles from that child are actually stem cells and are taken and researched. So the baby is not just useless. It does have an actual medical reason that it is taken. There are also cord blood. Cord blood stem cells are removed from the umbilical cord and the placenta after the mother has given birth to the newborn. This is the most effective, but also the less, it's not as harmful. It doesn't hurt the mother, it doesn't hurt the child, and the blood is actually thrown away in other instances. These stem cell transplants, such as for leukemia or heart disease, if we were to take a single stem cell and turn it into a heart cell, it could actually make the heart cells that are diseased into healthy cells. Instead of duplicating itself into unhealthy cells, it makes healthy cells and kind of overpowers the ones that aren't healthy. There are also diseases such as diabetes that can be cured from stem cells. The pancreas of a diabetic person no longer puts out enough glucose to actually support the person in the food they eat, which causes them to have high or low blood sugar. If we were to take a stem cell and manipulate it into a pancreatic stem cell that actually functioned well, it will become quite useful and could save the lives of many young children who suffer from diabetes 2, diabetes 1. It also affects Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. As an adult, the older you get, the less brain cells your body actually makes. They're not as important and you don't have much brain trauma through your years. As a baby, these stem cells mostly go for brain. They build your brain. Your brain is constantly growing until you get to a certain age when it stops. You also have nerve cells, which a stem cell can be that too. So with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, it replaces those cells that have become old and worn out and it will start new cells that can help the brain fully function to its full capacity. With Parkinson's disease, it actually reverses the effects that the disease has caused. These stem cells are injected straight into the brain where the most unhealthy stem cells are. They could also be removed, which would really help a human if, say, your grandparent has Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. Would you want them to suffer more when there are stem cells that could actually fix this problem and give them a longer life where they actually remember you? Stem cells also can be used to fix injuries such as spinal cord injuries where you are paralyzed from the waist down. In some more serious cases, you can be paralyzed from the neck down. These stem cells can actually become spinal cord cells that would also help the body start to renew and regenerate and allow a person to become the person they once were. It also does, the normal job of a stem cell is to replace tissues that have become old and worn out or rips and tears in the body. So it's not that hard for it to become a spinal injury, it will fix it a lot easier.